Okay, so it's better like this. Okay, thank you. Hello, welcome to this last presentation before the break, and of course the roundtable. My name is Juliane Emet, and with Alexandre, Dr. Alexandre Benbelzen, we'll present to you the gamified ED 3D, which is my bachelor project. So, a quick summary. We'll introduce the ED, so you have the main context of the problematics that are encountered by the staff. Then we'll talk about the serious game. So we'll see the 3D modeling, the textures, and the assets. Then the game, the quest, and the inspiration for the project. And of course the further improvements and features, because it's still a work in progress. And then we'll have the end of the presentation. So firstly, we'll talk about the ED, and I will let Alexandre speak about it.
Thank you. Hi everybody. So I'll be short about the SHUV and the emergency department because it's not the main point of this presentation. So the SHUV is a 1,500 bed hospital, public university, and it provides primary care for 300,000 people, inhabitants in Lausanne, and it's also tertiary care for all the western Switzerland area. It's 1.5 million people, so a lot of people. Each year, more than 60,000 people come in the emergency department. And our team in this emergency department, we can call ED for the following, is a complex organization in terms of infrastructure, employment, and medical process. The medical and nursing staff are very significant, as you can see here, with an important turnover and many clinical activities with highly diversified business. For all the staff, the ability to react fastly, engage and adapt is by nature crucial. But we are a university hospital, so we have a mission, academic mission in education and training. So we have a lot of young nurse and young physician. So how to proceed? The teamwork in emergency departments, as well everywhere in hospital, I think, is teamwork with a necessity for effectiveness as soon as possible. To involve and rapidly engage, medical teams are so far offered a comprehensive and effective formation through many ways, slide presentation, skills training, simulation, name it. But most of the time, the usual training is not enough, and the issues related to concrete organization on daily basis still remain. Because so far nothing can replace real practice. So the goal is to promote team involvement of new collaborators from their very first shift in the emergency department and prevent them from being lost if possible. This project proposes a gamified 3D simulation of the SHUV emergency department infrastructure, where the player will be able to visualize key places, team functions, and key permanent colleagues. Our expectation is to simplify new collaborators' positioning and recognition of key spots they will need in the very beginning of the journey. So far it's okay. So
here's my part. We'll talk about the gamified ED. here you can see the softwares that I've used to do the thing, like AutoCAD for all the plans, 3ds Max to build my walls, Substance for the textures, Unity, which is the main game engine with Unreal, which was used here, and C# for the programming. So for the 3D modeling, as you can see, it's a little part of the plans of the Chuve. So to be able to create it, I had to use the actual plans. And fortunately enough, it was made with AutoCAD. I had to clean them because there are a lot of informations on each layer, but altogether also. It's not really easy to know which information is really relevant for my work or not. And maybe you can guess the green lines are the base walls, and for example the glass panes are the blue ones. So I don't know, it's not the same. Yes. Here we are in a 3ds Max, so we have the same walls. And as everything was cleaned up, we can bag in the stonework or the masonry, as they say. So as 3ds Max and AutoCAD are belong both to AutoCAD, the import was very easy. So now we have our walls, and as you can see, the walls have different, not really texture for now, but different colors. It will help people to put textures on Unity. So this is one of the results. We have the textures. And as you can see, we have one or two assets also. And for a fun fact, a friend of mine was teasing me during my masonry process, saying I sounded like someone working in the field of construction because I was always speaking of walls and tiles. So here we have the textures. So I had to go and take a lot of photographs during my trip to Lausanne, like almost 400. So here are some samples of the texture we can find here, and in Unity they are like this actually. So one important part is finding the assets, so I had to use a lot of them. So unless we are really skilled enough to create them ourselves, we can find assets on the Unity Asset Store, or like this one that I used, or on like some kind of a website like the CG Trader. It was really a lifesaver because I didn't really have time to do those things. So here we can see how it looks like for the moment. It's still a work in progress, so it's not really the definitive UI. But here you can see the main menu, so you can play in discovery mode or in quest mode. You have the about, the options, and the admin, but I will talk about it a bit further. So here you can see that we have the score and the time, and we have the information about the non-player character. So our what is this? The médecin, bref, doctor, physician. Yeah, thank you. So when you are close enough to the NPC, if you press E, you can see that he has a quest for you. So like for instance, find the ambulances. You have the points that you can gain with it just a bit below. So you can accept or decline. Here we have accepted the quest. For now, you can see that there's an area you have to collide with to stop the timer, and then you have the score. Here one of the aspects that was really important was the orientation aspect. So to help people not to get lost in the ED, one of the main idea was to give them the plans of the ED, and here you can see that there are multiple filters, like the bathrooms, or I don't know, the reception, or the intensive care. So about the inspiration, as you can see, there are really a lot of games, and for a lot of them, orientation is crucial, especially in RPGs, if you know them. Maps and mini-maps are really useful, especially when the world is vast and we can filter information. Like we can see here for, I don't know if it's really, if we can really see there, but it's a map from Star Wars: The Old Republic, the game. And here you can see that you can filter the information you want to have on the screen, like the quests or the taxis or whatever. And here on the Farm Simulator, you can see what kind of fields we have with this. And here we have an example with Diablo, that you can have a mini-map so that you can know in which direction you have to go. And here another example with the quests. We used photospheres because it's really important to show the people how it looks like in reality. So to get familiar with the environment, it was really important. So we have several photospheres that you have to go there and bump in them, and you can see what it looks like. So we have an admin page, and what it can do is that you can how it's called, you can create spawn points, like with the name, the sector, and the X and Z points, which will be used for the quest. So now you have a point A and a point B, from which you have to go from one point to another. You can add a base score and a bonus score. The bonus score can be gained if if you are in time to complete the task. You can add the title and the description. So you have some example here on the right. And next you can create your NPCs using the quests and the spawn points. So even if how it's called, even if the model is changed, you can still use this kind of admin page quite easily. So for the future improvements, I don't know if you've seen the demo yet, but the UI is not that optimized yet, but I'm working on it. I have several weeks for this. It would be nice to have more furnitures, add animations, add levels and achievements, and a lot of other details such as user tests. So here's the end of the presentation. Thank you for your attention.
So I know that lunch is quite close, but I'm pretty sure that there will be questions about this presentation. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I have just a technical question. So how do you relate the photos or the cameras with the map, for example?
I didn't hear you quite well, so could you just repeat?
How do you connect these two different informations from the photo information, from the 3D photos, and the maps, for example?
So you say that how I create the photosphere or how I put it in the world?
Yeah, how you put everything together into the model.
I just create a sphere in Unity and I put it in the model. It's quite easy actually. So it's. I don't know if I've answered your question.
I have a question about navigation. What metaphor do you use? Do you use point and teleport or?
No, it's not a VR program. It's really like a video game. So you use the mouse and the ASDW touches. So it's quite easy. It's like a real video game. But maybe you can check it in the demo.
It's a really interesting project. Maybe I missed it in the beginning. Do you have like a concrete adoption plan? What you like? How many nurses, paramedics you want to get trained in the mid and long term?
Maybe, sir. It's free.
In the first time, this project will be for the young physician just who arrived in the emergency department. It will be some kind of beta test for them. Hopefully, maybe 1 week, 10 days, whatever, before their first day, they will be invited to try this simulation. And the second point has to be discussed is maybe to let them answer some kind of questionnaire after that, just to tell us if they felt like it helped in the first time. If it's efficient with physician, I think after we can use it and maybe improve for many other paramedics or whatever.
In order to augment these simulations, could it be interesting also to add some audio stuff? Like if you're going close to the nursery, you might have some baby cries, or is it something that might help also to better remember where are the locations? Or could we do something like that?
I guess it can be doable, but I had the idea to implement sounds, but I had no time for this for now. But in the few weeks I have to finish the project, maybe I will add some. But yes, it could be really interesting to add them, because as you said, the memory works better when you are better immersed. If you see and you have the noises, it will definitely help better.
And maybe with a professional point of view, the more chaos you make in emergency department, the more real it is. But this is adult only, though, so maybe you can prevent babies.
Any last question? So, I'd like to thank you again, Stefan and the whole team, for making all those great presentations.